Now, I ain't the kind of man to shy away from an adventure. If there's one thing I learned from life in 3 separate restraining orders, it's this: sometimes you gotta get primal. So one summer, after Skeeter bet me I couldn't survive in the wild without my phone, I said, "Hold my beef jerky, watch this." I grabbed a backpack full of essentials, duct tape, Spam, and a lucky raccoon skull, and headed for the Chittville Mountains. After 2 days of hiking through thickets that smelled like wet socks and regret, I stumbled across a cave. Not no little hole either. This sucker was deep, dark, and echoed, like a Baptist choir in a deep well. I said, "Hot damn, this is destiny." I moved right in. I rolled out my camouflage sleeping bag and started piling up a bunch of rocks, like I knew what I was doing, and declared myself lord of the cavemen. For the first 24 hours, life was good. I made a torch out of an old t-shirt dipped in moonshine, roasted a squirrel over a fire that nearly singed my eyebrows, and painted ancient art on the walls, mostly stick figures holding beer cans and riding lawnmowers. I was feeling prehistoric, almost primal in a survivalist kind of way. No bills, no cops. Just me, the cave, and the sound of nature calling like an old hound dog. Day 2, even better. I fashioned a spear out of a broom handle and a butter knife. Caught 3 trout with my bare hands. Don't ask how many I lost. Just know the river looks like a war crime now. I even gave myself a caveman name. Grunk Chitt, destroyer of microwave. But then they showed up. At first, I thought it was Skeeter messing with me, stomping around outside, but then I heard the growl, not a little house cat growl. No, this was the kind of sound that makes your soul evacuate your body and file a restraining order against your skeleton. I peeked out, and there they were, 2 full-grown grizzly bears, not cartoon bears with picnic baskets. I'm talking murder rugs with teeth and an attitude problem. Turns out, I had moved into their cave. And let me tell ya, they did not look happy to see a redneck squatting in their bachelor pad, using their cave as a man cave, complete with stick figure murals and a Spam buffet. The first one charged in like a drunk bouncer at last call. I grabbed my butter knife spear, yelled something heroic like, "Yeah, boy!" and immediately tripped over my own damn fire pit. Sparks flew. My mullet almost ignited. It was chaos. I scrambled deeper into the cave like a squirrel on espresso, tossing Spam cans behind me like grenades. One hit a bear in the snout, bounced right off. He ate it, with the can. I thought that was it. Shit was done. But then, fate intervened. My moonshine torch tipped over, lit a pile of old leaves, and smoke started filling the cave. Those bears took one sniff, coughed like Skeeter at a vape shop, and bolted out faster than a Walmart crowd on Black Friday. I stumbled out right behind them, blackened with soot, hair frizzed like I stuck a fork in a toaster, clutching my butter knife like the world's saddest gladiator. I had a revelation. Cave life ain't for me. I packed up my Spam, gave the bears their Airbnb back, and hiked out of there like a man late for church and covered in regret. Pretty sure those grizzlies are still in there laughing, wearing my socks, and rating me 1 star on Caveman. So what did I learn from my backwoods cave adventure? Fire will keep you warm until it tries to torch your backside. Spam is not survival food, it's a bear starter kit. And caves, they're nature's way of saying, you're not that kind of outdoorsy. Now I live in a double wide with Wi-Fi, a working stove, and exactly 0 bears. And I gotta tell ya, life's a whole lot easier when your roof doesn't echo. Heifers and hellfire. May your beer always be cold, your cousin's really cute, and your outhouse never tip over in a windstorm. And don't forget to holler at me online at ohchitt.com. That's OHCHITT.com. Thank ya.